right, that was just my Southern homestyle biscuits that I cut into 4 pieces. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my cast iron 13 by 9 and I'm gonna throw in my little biscuit pieces. I heavily greased this with some olive oil. This is gonna be such an easy and delicious dinner. All you need is 4 ingredients and then you have a delicious Mexican inspired dinner. Okay, let's go ahead and get all these biscuits in here. This is gonna be so good. All right, I added a few more biscuits. Now I'm coming in with my red enchilada sauce. This is the 19-ounce can. And we're gonna pour that whole can right on top of these biscuits. We're just gonna soak up and just, when they cook, they're gonna absorb all of that delicious enchilada sauce. Now I'm coming in with 1 rotisserie chicken that I shredded and seasoned, and we're just gonna evenly spread that right on top of our biscuits and enchilada sauce. Oh yeah, smells so good, that enchilada sauce. You could use a green enchilada sauce if you don't like the red. I know that green goes really well with chicken, and you can also swap out the chicken for ground beef. Whatever you like, that's what you can use. Okay, now before we add our last ingredient, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this entire thing together right in our cast iron, just like this. Now you don't need to use a cast iron 13 by 9. Any standard 13 by 9 will work. I just like the cast iron because it helps keep the flavor nice and potent. Okay, oh, this is gonna be really good. It's so easy for a weekday meal. Everyone loves it. You can serve it with, a little taco salad on the side, or you could add some, fresh lettuce on top when we're done cooking it. However you want to serve this, your family will love it. Just make sure everything is coated in that delicious enchilada sauce. And then we're gonna spread it out for our last but most important step, everyone's favorite ingredient. If you follow me, you probably know what it is. And that is cheese. I'm using the Tillamook Mexican 4 cheese. I said it right this time. You guys gotta give me credits in the comments for saying Tillamook correctly, okay? And we're just spreading that right on top. We're not gonna mix it in. We want a nice cheese crust on top of our enchilada chicken biscuits. Oh my gosh, I know that sounds crazy, but it's so good, you guys. I promise you, I would not steer you wrong. This is a recipe I made up myself, and I am obsessed with it. Okay, that looks delicious. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna cook for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, so this is just my Angus hot dogs that I'm cut up, and I'm gonna bring in my aluminum pan and dump all of my hot dogs right in there. Woo! All right, they wanted to slip away, but that's okay. Just make sure all of those hot dogs are completely cut through. Some of them didn't get all the way cut through, but that's okay. That's why we have the best utensil in the kitchen, our hands. Right next to our hot dogs, we're gonna grab 2 cans of beans and we're gonna put it right there. Oh yeah, I'm using the country beans, but you can use whatever beans you like. Just make sure you grab 2 cans. Next, we're gonna add 2 diced green peppers right in that corner. Make sure you get all of those out. This is gonna be the best summer barbecue dish. I have half an onion diced up that we're gonna put right there. Oh my goodness, these onions smell amazing. The beans smell amazing. Next thing we're gonna add is some fresh bacon, and we're just gonna chop up that bacon right on top of our beans. I'm just using my scissors. This is 10 slices of bacon, so 1 whole package. You could use bacon bits if you'd like. Just make sure that it's cooked bacon that you put in here because it is not gonna be in the oven long enough to cook that bacon. You also don't want all that grease going into your dish. But you could use a turkey bacon. You can use whatever kind of bacon you like, as long as it's cooked. Okay, get these into nice small pieces right on top of our beans. Delicious. Now we're coming in with our Sweet Baby Ray's no sugar added original barbecue sauce. And you can use whatever barbecue sauce you like. This is just my favorite because I love that it's no sugar. Those beans already have brown sugar in them, so you definitely don't want to add too much of your extra sugars in there. But we're gonna use this whole entire bottle of barbecue sauce right inside of our bean appetizer. All right, perfect. And this is optional, but I'm gonna add some Worcestershire sauce, or however you say that, just a nice little sprinkle of this because I think it just adds a great flavor, continues on with that delicious barbecue-ness of it all. And then, of course, we have to season this up a little bit. So I have some black pepper. You can season this however you like. I am just using my favorite seasonings. So use your favorites when doing this. I have some onion powder, goes well with those onions. Oh yeah, this is gonna be incredible. Last thing we're gonna add, of course, some garlic powder. It would not be my kind of dish without some garlic powder. This is the best dish for summer. You could put it on the barbecue or you can put it in your oven like me. That is what's so great about it. All right, it is now time to give this a good, healthy mix. Get everything blended, get that barbecue sauce on all of the peppers, the onions, the hot dog cuts. Oh yeah, look at that coming together. It looks so delicious. This is some Cowboy baked beans. Yep, and if you wanted them to be smoked, you can put them on the barbecue like I mentioned so that it's a smoked beans. But I am gonna pop mine in the oven because I don't feel like using the barbecue today. It's a little too hot out there. So the oven will do just well. But just make sure everything is mixed together so that no one gets a bite without any onions, without any green peppers, you know, all that good stuff. Okay, that looks absolutely delicious. My oven is set to 350 and this is gonna bake for about 40 minutes. All right, we're starting off with 1 bottle of Alfredo sauce right in our 13 by 9. Now I'm coming in with my fettuccine noodles and we are just going to place those right there. I have 2 packages of these pre-cooked noodles. So perfect for this recipe. I just found these at Walmart and I knew they were gonna be great for this recipe. Now I'm gonna add a package of frozen broccoli cuts. You can use fresh if that's what you prefer. But I'm just trying to keep this easy and affordable. Ooh, that looks so delicious. Now I'm bringing in my chicken fully cooked and we are gonna add that right into our pan. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be the best pasta dish you've ever had. So easy, so delicious. Just a real crowd pleaser. Okay, let's use this whole thing because why not? Gotta have that protein in there. Now we have our carbs, our vegetables, and our protein all in one pan. Now I'm gonna come in with my minced garlic and I'm just gonna use whatever I have left here because I love garlic and we are just scooping and tossing it where it belongs. It's okay if it comes out in clumps as long as you get it in our pan. As it cooks, that flavor will disperse and it'll become perfectly seasoned. Ooh. Oh, it smells so good. Really want to get all that garlic out. Perfect. Now, if that wasn't enough garlic, we're gonna add some garlic powder. Season this however you like. I'm just seasoning it with my favorite seasonings. Yummy. And then we're gonna add some black pepper because you gotta have black pepper in all of your savory dishes. That's the rule in my house. All right, last but not least, some onion powder. Just a quick little season. And then we are almost done. We're gonna come in with 1 more bottle of Alfredo so that this can get really covered in that delicious sauce. Oh yeah. And the best part about those noodles is you don't need any kind of water or anything like that to cook them because they are already cooked. They just need to be heated up in the oven with all of our goodness. Okay, I think that's spread out beautifully. Yummy. Now I'm coming in with some mozzarella cheese, and we're just gonna do a nice sprinkle on this. Super easy, one pan pasta dinner, so quick, so delicious. Now, if you can't find those pre-cooked fettuccine noodles, you can obviously just buy some noodles and cook them yourself, but they do need to be pre-cooked for this dish. Okay, we used that half bag of the pound, so half a pound of mozzarella. We're gonna grab some Parmesan because Parmesan just goes so good with all Italian dishes. Oh yeah, extra cheese, always. Beautiful. All right, last but not least, just for a little bit of color and flavor, we're gonna add some chopped parsley right on top. And then this is gonna be ready for the oven. Oh my goodness, all these flavors smell delicious. I cannot wait to indulge. Beautiful. Okay, my oven is set to 350 and this is gonna cook for about 30 minutes. Okay, so that was 5 yellow onions that I cut up into rings right into my 13 by 9 Pyrex dish. We're just making sure we have kind of a flat surface in our pan. We're instantly gonna come in with some garlic powder. You can use fresh garlic if that's what you prefer, or garlic salt, but I prefer garlic powder, and we are gonna season this generously. Beautiful. Then the main star of the show, we have our Corelle seasoning, and make sure to not put too much because it might make you sneeze. It is intense, but it is delicious. Okay, just get the same amount of garlic powder to Corelle ratio. Perfect. And I'm not just gonna use any old butter. I have my garlic and herb butter that I sliced up. And we are gonna use our little slices. This butter is extra soft, so just keep that in mind if you end up using this. But regular butter also works for this recipe, so use whatever you like.
This butter looks expansive.
Yeah, and we're using this whole stick. Now we're coming in with our cheeses. I have some mozzarella cheese here. Now this recipe came from Tennessee and I just had to try it. It is a side dish that, you know, is just gonna blow your minds because it's so easy and so delicious. We're using that whole bag of our Tillamook mozzarella. Then we gotta do some sharp cheddar. That's a lot of onions, so we gotta add a lot of cheese. And we are gonna just sprinkle the whole bag of our Tillamook sharp cheddar right on top with that mozzarella. Make sure to get all of our onions coated in our cheese. This is gonna be really good, you guys. We're almost done. We have the butter, the onions, the seasoning. This is gonna be delicious. Last but not least, I'm using some freeze-dried oregano. You can use fresh if you'd like, but I am oregano enough to get fresh without it going bad. So we are just sticking with the freeze-dried and doing a light sprinkle on top of the entire dish, just like so. And that is it, you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at that bottom of our dish. See all those delicious onions. That butter is just gonna melt and caramelize them. This is gonna be so good. My oven is set to 350 and we're gonna bake it for 45 minutes. Oh my, would you look at that. Now I did let this cool for about 10 minutes and it looks so good. It's ready to eat. Look at those puffed up biscuits. Okay. Sure, it comes right out. Looks so good. Those biscuits are cooked perfectly. The cheese is nice and melted. Okay, it was time to give this a try. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go for this one right here. That is so good, you guys. You gotta try it. Oh my, this looks so good. Okay, it's time to give this a try. Oh my goodness, we have the hot dogs, the beans, the onions, the green bell peppers. Oh, and that bacon. We cannot forget the bacon. Just give it a quick little mix before I serve it up. This is great for any summer side dish. Oh my goodness, okay. It's time to give this a try. It's steaming. Just perfect. Oh my, this looks so good, you guys. Such an easy and delicious dinner. It is time to try it. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, pasta is just gonna be so amazing. Oh my. Not only does this look amazing, it smells incredible, you guys.
Whoa.
Okay, it is time to give our onion side dish a try. Obviously, this is for the onion lovers only, so if you don't like onions, you don't need to comment. I don't need to know, because I love onions. So good with like a steak, a pot roast. I mean, whatever you want to make with this, it's gonna be incredible.
Is it good?
That is so good, you guys.